Most people think they know what a peacock looks like. Blue neck, big fan, done. But that's just one bird out of a world most people never see. In this video, we're going deep into the rarest, most beautiful peacocks on Earth. Some of these are so rare that even serious bird collectors spend years trying to find one. One was hidden from science for decades. Another looks so soft and gentle it barely seems real. And the one at number 1, it has a look so sweet and graceful that once you see it, you won't forget it. Stay till the end. Let's get into it. 19. Spalding peacock. The Spalding peacock is what happens when two already beautiful birds create something even more special. It's a hybrid of the Indian peafowl and the green peafowl. And it was named after Miss Spalding of California, who became famous in peafowl breeding for making this cross well known. That little bit of breeder history gives the bird a real identity, not just a fancy name. What makes people fall for it is the shape. A good Spalding often looks taller, slimmer, and sharper than a common Indian peacock with deep green, bronze, and blue tones. Breeders love it because it can look very close to a green peafowl but handle colder weather better. That mix of beauty and toughness is exactly why collectors hold on to them so tightly. 18. Congo peacock. Not every peacock needs a giant sparkling fan to stay in your heart. The Congo peacock does it in a quieter way. It comes from the deep forested interior of the Democratic Republic of the Congo, and it is the only true peafowl species from Africa. That alone makes it feel special. Its beauty is softer and more secretive than the bright garden peacocks people usually know, with rich blue, green, and violet tones that look like the forest saved its best colors for this one bird. It was officially described as a species in 1936 after a search that began when Dr. Chapin noticed unidentified feathers in Congolese headdresses around 1913 and spent decades trying to track the bird down. Think about that. Scientists spent over 20 years searching for a bird that was hiding in plain sight the whole time. Males are usually about 64 to 70 centimeters long, while females are around 60 to 63 centimeters. People don't keep it like a normal pet peacock. They admire it more like a hidden treasure. If you could keep one of these peacocks, which one would you choose? 17. White peacock. There's a reason the white peacock makes people stop talking for a second. It looks almost unreal. The bird is not a separate wild species. It's a white color form of the Indian peafowl, so its roots still go back to the Indian subcontinent, even though white birds are now bred in aviaries and private estates across the world. When a male opens that full white train, it can look like snow, silk, and wedding lace all at once. People often call it albino, but most white peafowl are actually leucistic, not true albinos. That small misunderstanding has followed this bird for years, and honestly, it may have helped make it even more famous and loved. 16. Silver-pied peacock. The silver-pied peacock feels like a white peacock with a little extra art added to it. It is a recognized ornamental variety built from Indian peafowl breeding lines, and it's one of those birds collectors get attached to very quickly. The beauty is in the pattern. A good silver pied can be 80 to 90% white, with soft silver gray or colored patches that make every bird look a bit different. That means no two really shine in exactly the same way, which is a big reason breeders love them. It isn't just pretty, it feels special, almost custom-made. And that's why people often see it as a more premium collector-loved bird than the everyday peacock. 15. Indian peacock. You can bring in all the rare colors you want, but the Indian peacock still feels like the one people love first. This is the classic beauty most of the world knows, the bird with that glowing blue neck, rich green bronze train, and the famous eye spots that seem to dance when the tail opens. It comes from the Indian subcontinent, especially India and Sri Lanka, and has been admired for centuries in gardens, palaces, and old royal grounds. That love still shows today, since the peafowl is also the national bird of India. And here's something most people don't know. The train isn't actually its tail. It's made of elongated back feathers. The real tail sits underneath, holding the whole display up. People keep them because they are hardy, beautiful, and full of presence. Even now, after all the hybrids and fancy mutations, this one still feels like the true heart of peacock beauty. Which one is your favorite so far? Drop it in the comments. 14. Black-shoulder peacock. The black-shoulder peacock has that dressed-up look people fall for almost right away. It isn't a separate species, it's a pattern mutation of the Indian blue peafowl, and breeder records say it was introduced to Europe in the 1800s, which gives it a lovely old-world history. What makes it stand out is the contrast. The neck still glows blue, but the wings turn much darker, almost black with a greenish-blue sheen that looks rich and polished. People have loved this look for centuries and still can't get enough of it. That's how good the look is. Peacocks UK says it's the second most common peafowl breed in the UK, so it's clearly loved by keepers as well as viewers. It feels classy without trying too hard, a familiar peacock just wearing a darker, more elegant coat. If these peacocks looked unreal to you, drop a like. 13. Purple silver pea-eyed peafowl. The purple silver pea-eyed peafowl feels like something a collector would dream up and then somehow bring to life. It isn't a wild forest bird at all. It's a recognized ornamental variety from Indian peafowl breeding lines, and the United Peafowl Association lists purple silver pea-eyed by name on its official variety list. Breeder listings also show people actively raising and selling it, which tells you this isn't just a rare label on paper, it's a real favorite in serious peafowl circles. Its beauty comes from the mix, soft white and silver patterning laid over deeper purple toned plum color, which makes the whole bird feel delicate but rich at the same time. Like all Indian peafowl varieties, it carries the same proud, full-bodied frame people expect from a peacock. Honestly, it looks less like a farm bird and more like a living painting. 12. Purple peacock. The purple peacock has a calmer kind of beauty, and that's exactly why people remember it. It doesn't flash at you the way a bright blue bird does, it settles in slowly. This is a recognized color mutation from Indian peafowl breeding lines, so its story belongs more to aviaries and breeder work than to one wild country. And honestly, that makes it feel a bit more special. It has the proud shape of a true peacock, but the color is deeper, softer, and moodier, almost like velvet with feathers. In the right light, the tone can look rich and royal without feeling loud. Breeders love it because it feels familiar, rare, and quietly elegant all at once. 11. Sonia Violetta's peacock. The Sonia Violetta peacock feels gentle from the first look. It doesn't scream for attention, it sort of shines softly, like the color is floating on the feathers instead of sitting heavily on them. This is a recognized ornamental variety from Indian peafowl breeding lines, and serious breeder groups list it by name, which tells you it has a real place in peafowl circles. The reason people fall for it is the tone, a smooth violet blue sheen that looks softer and more romantic than the normal India bluebird. It feels polished but never harsh. It's rare, sweet-looking, and honestly, it feels like a peacock wrapped in evening light. 10. Midnight peafowl. The midnight peafowl feels like evening turned into feathers. It's darker, calmer, and a little mysterious, which is exactly why people remember it. This is a recognized ornamental variety from Indian peafowl breeding lines, and hatchery guides place it right beside other accepted colors like purple, peach, opal, and white. People often ask if this is a black peacock, and honestly, that question makes sense. It isn't truly jet black, but it comes very close in mood. Cackle Hatchery describes the midnight color as similar to India blue, just darker, less brilliant, and a little less iridescent. Most people who see it for the first time ask the same question, is that even a peacock? That reaction says everything. If any of these surprised you, hit like, it helps more than you think. 9. Peach peacock. The peach peacock has one of the gentlest looks on this whole list. It doesn't carry the bold blue-green shine people expect from a peacock. Instead, its feathers glow in soft peach, cream, and pale brown shades, almost like early morning light. This bird is a color mutation of the Indian peafowl, and breeder history says the first known peach-colored peafowl appeared in the United States in 1991 when a peach peahen hatched from a purple hen. Later, a small group was imported into the UK in 2014, where breeders helped make it better known. One color mutation, one bird, and it started an entirely new line that collectors now chase across 2 continents. Rare, soft, and collector-loved, this one feels less like a bird and more like a little piece of light. 8. Cameo peacock. The cameo peacock has a softer kind of beauty, and honestly, that's what makes it so lovely. It doesn't try to dazzle with heavy shine. It wins people over in a calmer way. This is a recognized ornamental variety from Indian peafowl breeding lines, and breeders describe it as a sex-linked mutation, which helped give it a real place in peafowl breeding history. So it's not just a pretty name, it has a real story behind it. Its feathers lean into warm cream, beige, and light brown shades, which make the whole bird feel gentle, smooth, and almost peaceful to look at. Breeders in both the USA and UK have worked with cameo birds for years, and that kind of steady love says everything. 7. Opal peacock. The opal peacock feels like one of those birds you don't fully notice at first, then suddenly you can't stop looking at it. Its beauty is quiet, silky, and a little dreamy. This is a recognized color variety from Indian peafowl breeding lines, and breeder records trace its first appearance to the United States in the 1990s. It was developed by David Dickerson of Delaware and Dwayne Jones of Maryland, then officially recognized by the United Peafowl Association in 2001. 2 breeders in 2 different states worked on it for years before it got official recognition. That kind of dedication shows in every feather. What people love most is the tone. Instead of the usual bold blue-green shine, the opal carries a softer silvery blue smoky glow that feels smooth and misty. It feels rare, polished, and very easy to love. 6. White-eyed peafowl. The white-eyed peafowl is one of those birds that quietly steals the whole show. At first, it can look close to a normal peacock. Then the tail opens and everything changes. This is not a separate species or even a full color type. It is a pattern variety from Indian peafowl breeding lines, and its beauty comes from the train. The usual dark-centered eye spots are replaced with white-centered markings, which makes the fan look cleaner, softer, and more elegant. That tiny detail changes the whole bird. Breeder history links the white-eyed line to California in the 1970s, and that gives it a real place in peafowl breeding history. It doesn't shout for attention, it wins it gently. 5. Black shoulder silver-pied. The black shoulder silver-pied looks like it was designed to be admired. It is not a wild species at all, but a breeder-made combination variety built from Indian peafowl lines, mixing the black shoulder pattern with the silver-pied pattern. That mix gives it a look that feels rich from every angle. The darker shoulders add depth and style, while the silver-pied side brings in soft white patterning that can make the bird look almost hand-painted. It's this contrast that makes people fall for it so fast. One part feels dramatic, the other feels gentle, and together they make a peacock that looks very polished. It feels fancy, rare, and made for collectors. Subscribe if you want more videos like this. We go deep so you don't have to. 4. India Blue Silver Pied. The India Blue Silver Pied has that lovely in-between beauty people notice almost right away, then softens everything with the silver pied pattern, which gives the bird a body that is mostly white with gentle touches of blue. That balance is a big part of its charm. It feels classic, but not ordinary. Breeder history makes it even sweeter because silver pied is a fairly modern variety that appeared around 1992 after work involving white-eyed pied and white genes. So this bird carries a little peafowl history in its feathers too. It looks calm, polished, and a little dreamy, almost like the regular blue peacock got wrapped in soft winter light. 3. Black shoulder, white-eyed. The black-shouldered white-eyed is the kind of peacock that wins people over slowly, then completely. It comes from Indian peafowl breeding lines and was created by combining the black shoulder pattern with the white-eyed pattern, so it carries the best of both in one bird. The body already looks richer because of those darker, almost black shoulders, but the real charm comes when the train opens. The eye spots show pale white centers instead of the usual, darker look, which makes the whole fan feel softer, cleaner, and more refined. It doesn't look loud, it looks polished. It feels elegant in a very natural way, the kind of peacock careful bird lovers truly adore. 2. India Blue-Pied. The India Blue-Pied feels like pure joy with feathers. It comes from the classic Indian peafowl, whose natural home is the Indian subcontinent, but this pied form was developed in aviculture and became one of the most loved ornamental varieties people keep today. The reason is easy to see. It carries the familiar beauty of the India blue peacock, that shining blue neck and proud shape, but then adds soft white patches across the body and train, which makes every bird look a little different. That's the part people fall for. No two ever feel exactly the same. The United Peafowl Association lists it as an established variety, and breeder guides note that pied-to-pied crosses can produce white pied and dark pied birds, which gives this variety a really interesting family story. Sweet, classic, and full of charm. It's easy to see why this one is so deeply loved. 1. Green Peafowl. The green peafowl looks like it was made for kings. It lives across parts of Southeast Asia, and its long neck, tall legs, and metallic green-bronze shine give it a slimmer, sharper look than the common Indian peacock. There's something very polished about it. Even the way it stands feels proud. Adult males can reach up to 3 meters in total length, including the train, while adults commonly weigh around 3.8 to 5 kilograms. But this bird carries more than beauty. It is listed as endangered, and its population is rapidly declining and badly fragmented because of hunting and habitat loss. There are fewer green peafowl left in the wild than there are snow leopards. Let that sink in. In Myanmar, it became a symbol of the royal Konbaung dynasty and inspired the famous peacock throne. Worn by kings, painted on coins, and carried as a symbol of resistance by freedom fighters. So, when people see one in the wild now, it isn't just beautiful, it feels precious. That's all for today. See you in the next one.